Okay, so I actually already did this one on Carson's file, and then realized that the microphone settings were totally screwed up. So I busted out my old game. We're gonna do this again with Joe. Yay, Joe, we missed you. You're so much less disturbing than Carson. Which one was it? Okay. The Smuggler's stash. I was so pissed. It, was nothing but the sound of my own laptop fan. Jennifer always looks at her like, what do you want? Here's one you two might be interested in. Hot off the presses. Our Devonshire Bureau just called in a story about a break-in at an old smuggler's cave. The locals suspect a ghost. I'm off to Scotland Yard to have a look at their files on the case. Coming along? Sure thing. Of course you're going to Scotland Yard. Why wouldn't you be? Sure thing. Let's go, Joe. How'd I know the line? Aunt Em goes to Scotland Yard an awful lot. Oh, it's just Blodges. There's Aunt Miranda with Inspector Blodges. She's probably trying to interview him about the cave, but it doesn't look like he's being very helpful. Hep-see, hep-see. What do you want, wench? Hep-see. Hep-see. Well, yes, it is public information, Miss Eagle, but you needn't be so hasty. You'll get your chance when I'm through with my report. There. 2 seconds later. Now, what is it your journalistic mind craves to know this time? Hep-see. What do you make of the story that the ghost of Black Bruce the Smuggler has come back to haunt his cave in Torbay? Piffle! Poppycock! Preposterous! Hep-see. Damn it, Blodges. I see. May I quote you, sir? Oh, Lord, I can't even get through this. Quote away, madam. It's ridiculous to think that the ghost of a man who was hanged in 1840 would break open a lock on a door of a cave fishermen use for storage. I believe this to be a much more serious case than a simple breaking and entering. I think I may have uncovered a new kind of smuggling ring, one that smuggles the eggs of valuable endangered birds. Now really, that's all I'm at liberty to say to you at the moment, you harlot. Check the file if you must. I'm sorry, but I'm a busy man. Hep-see. Inspector Blodge's file outlines the details of the case. Captain Mark Copinger of Torbay in the county of Devon uses a cave at the bottom of the cliffs to store his fishing gear. The mouth of the cave has been sealed for generations by a stout wooden wall with a large door. At the end of the last fishing season, Captain Copinger put away his fishing gear and locked the door. When he checked the cave earlier this week, he found the lock on the door of the cave broken and some strange items strewn about inside. Condoms, lube, no. Thick nylon ropes, pythons, and some broken eggshells. Captain Copinger is positive that the cave's location and its history as a smuggler's hideout is known only to the local people of Torbay. Blodges, your report is so boring. There were heavy boot prints in the thick red clay of the cave and seashore. A note mentions that the eggshell sample has been sent to the Natural History Museum for identification. Pythons? What are those? We'll have to look that up at the library at the British Museum. Maybe we can get some information about smuggling and smugglers there too. Joe knows all about smugglers. I think 80% of his mysteries revolve around smuggling. The case evidence box contains part of the broken shell of a cream-colored egg with red-brown markings. Alright, well, you two have fun together. Hep-see. I would like to go to the British Museum first, because it's usually the most boring. Where's Mr. Sneed? Hey, there's Uncle Basil. I wonder what he's doing here. What did you do with Sneed? Jennifer, Joe, lovely to see you. What happened to your friend Carson? Miranda didn't send you down to fetch me, did she? No. I'm nearly through, just wrapping up the research for my latest novel. We're here to do some research, too, on smuggling. Well, you're welcome to check my notes on the ill-gotten booty of Cardiff Cove. No thanks. I think it'll be one of my best stories ever. I'm using the smuggling history of Devon Coast as my backdrop. The shores of Devon are riddled with caves and hidden coves. It's the perfect place to hide goodies from the dragoons. Dragoons? The King's legions, mounted cavalrymen armed with rifles. Kapow! They and the revenuers were the bane of the free traders. Did you read my play, The Last Stand of Tommy Crutch? No, I didn't, 'cause it was a piece of shit. Many smugglers in Devon, blah, blah, blah. Smugglers. Oh, the Mutter family. We know the Mutter guy. Jim Mutter. And his one leg. Here's a dictionary. Let's see what python means. Python, a metal spike used as an anchor by mountain climbers to fix a strong rope to a cliff in order to climb down the cliff face. Neat. In the 1800s, heavy taxes were placed on goods imported from Europe into England. Smuggling. Okay, cool. Alright, well, I don't know what you did with Mr. Sneed, Basil, but you better leave. You're scaring away all the patrons of the library.